So all that to say, I'm proud of you. It's back to back. You won because you do so much work, not just for our show on Hot 97 in the afternoon, 3 to 7. Make sure you listen. Legendary radio station. Hello. In addition to just our radio live show every single day and our syndication show. I mean, it's a lot of work that you're doing. You're balancing the two. You're making sure that we're able to grab this content from this content. Can this content work nationally? There's a lot that goes behind it. We don't just walk in, clock in, get on a microphone and just wing it. That's not what happens. Lots of research. By the time you hear us on the radio, so much research has gone into that show. Every single day, consistently doing this. So I feel like, Katrina, even if you got 100 trophies right now, to me, it still wouldn't exemplify the great work you do.
Wow.
Because you're that amazing.
Nessa, please remember that next time you want to yell at me for not getting something done, which will probably be 5 minutes from now, once we dive into the stuff that I prepared for us to talk about.
Okay.
So I was telling you that I don't like wearing Spanx.
But why?
Because Spanx apparently are a kind of undergarment that you wear to kind of tighten up. Cinch it in, tighten everything up.
Right.
So you're not like hanging off your pants.
So there's different styles. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Know what? My mom bought mine. Keep it a buck.
Listen,
keep it 100.
To be honest, the fact that your mom thought of this is really sweet, that she was trying to help you out.
She was. She said I looked like a sack of rice. So she definitely said that I needed one of these, which is fine. I just don't wear it because I was like, oh, it's not even making a difference.
Well, what's worse? You looking like a sack of rice, according to your mom, or my mom saying that I'm the only person that she knows that goes to the gym this much and keeps on getting fatter. While we were enjoying the festivities and celebration for you, Katrina, meanwhile, Justin Timberlake was arrested.
Ooh.
And he was arrested for driving intoxicated in the Hamptons. And it's so frustrating because, first off, Justin Timberlake is too rich, which means he has a lot of access. He has a lot of resources to not be in a dumb situation like that. People's lives have been lost because of this. People have been driving drunk or have been hit by someone who has been drunk. Either way, it doesn't matter which way you look at it. People have died because of this. And what bothers me is that Justin Timberlake has all the money in the world, all the resources in the world to not be driving.
Period.
Period. Take outside of the fact that even if he's drinking, but I love that statement right there, Katrina. Period.
Yeah. You ain't got to drive.
You could just have a driver, period.
Yeah.
On any given day. You want to go to Whole Foods, you got a driver. You want to go out to the strip club, you got a driver. You want to not walk a block in New York City, you got a driver.
Yeah.
So it's just like, what are we doing? Trophies. Isn't that Drake's song, Trophies?
And they don't got no reward for this.
Trophies.
We're going to get cut off.
Oh, don't. Yeah. We don't want to get flagged. Anyways, we see a trophy right here. Gorgeous hardware. Congratulations, Katrina, on winning for a second time a Gracie Award as producer for our syndicated show, Nessa on Air.
Okay, thank you.
Which is why we look how we look today, because we have been in these New York City streets. Like, I mean, since this morning, we went to celebrate. It was a gala. So explain to us what this trophy is for. Why is it important?
So the Alliance for Women in Media, they're a great organization. They support women in media. They provide scholarships. They do a lot of great things. And one of those great things is called the Gracie Awards. So basically, the Gracie Awards is named after Gracie Allen, this amazing pioneer in women's media. So what they do is they have an award show every year where they give out awards to women in media who have done a great job for the year.
And you won for a second
That's right.
time, back to back.
Back to back. Yes.
I like that record.
I like that.
Did you?
Back to back. I like that record. I do. like that record.
I do. I love Drake's back to back.
I did go back to back, and it was great. And Nessa, you came to the gala. Look at you getting all dressed up.
I did it for you.
I know you did.
I was a presenter this year, which was really nice. It was amazing to see so many winners focused on New York City. It is Market One. So if you are in media, you understand what it is. But basically, Market One is the biggest media market, right? Which is why we're here in New York City. It's an honor, it's a privilege. We never take it for granted. So being able to talk about the honorees today, everyone get up on stage, take a photo, everyone to receive their Gracie was amazing.
Yes.
Lots of icons in the room that helped pave the way for so many of us to be in a position that we're in today. And to hear their stories and what they had to deal with in their workplace, they had lots of mountains to climb. By the way, so many of those mountains still remain today, unfortunately.
Right.
But I just felt, I don't know, I felt for the first time in a very long time, very seen as far as experiences, because, you know, we've been in broadcasting now nearly 20 years. And gosh, just some of the hardships when I heard people sharing it, it hurt my heart because I went through that.
Right.
Meanwhile, they've been in radio for 50 plus years, right? And they are the pioneers.
Right.
And just to know that, damn, we're still faced with those hurdles.
Wild.
You know, when people doubt your intelligence, your work, and they just question everything you do, or they try to push you out of, you know, opportunities because for whatever reason, there's multiple reasons. It could be jealousy. It could be them doubting you. It could be them just hating on you. Right. Whatever it is, it just, I don't know, it made me sad in a way, but I hope the pioneers feel like things have gotten better. I'm sure they think, things have gotten better for sure. Absolutely. But then there were students who are in attendance, right? The newbies who are on the come up, and to see them so happy and excited. And I'm hoping that, you know, as the legends pass the torch down to me, that we're able to pass it down and make it easier. Not saying that we're going to get rid of all the mountains, right? Because that's just life. There's always some type of damn mountain that we all have to climb. But I just hope that the newbies entering the game felt amazing, because to be in that room early on in your career is a privilege.
Oh man,
I did not step into that room until 20 years in my career.
Yeah.
I didn't have a company pay for a table so that I can be in attendance to network, to be at a gala like that. That was never a part of my trajectory, right? And so I didn't have a woman mentor in the game like that. So in general, I just loved seeing that. I also think it was important, you know, I was having conversations with different people about this idea of women empowerment that I feel is obviously very important, but I feel like there's been a major push behind it in recent years.
Right.
And I wish I could say I felt that in my career. I never felt that. I've never had that. You know, the few women that I did know, that I did come across that were definitely, I would consider them OGs in a game, they never looked out for me.
Right.
And that's okay. I don't expect that. I don't ever, you know, like, hey, if we vibe, we vibe, and you want to be my mentor, great. But I never, ever had that. I always wanted that. And I think I seeked it, but I never got it. I think that's why, especially in my career, I've made it a point to try to mentor and help interns along the way, because that was something I just never had.
Right.
You know, I didn't have anyone really take me under their wing and teach me all the ins and out and share the wisdom of, you know, the game, the entertainment industry. What does this mean? What does internship mean in that sense? How do you make the most of it? So, you know, it was nice. I was so happy to see so many people have things that I never had. And also it just reconfirmed that that does exist. So take advantage of internships, find people that you vibe with. You don't have to force things that obviously don't work. Like, you're not going to find like the perfect mentor, sure.
Right.
But it does exist.
Yes.
And that is by far more important in my eyes, that there are more women in general, in every space, be it executives, be it talent, be it behind the cameras, be it whoever. All that to say, it's a friendly message. I say this, don't be a gatekeeper. Because I think sometimes when we do get in positions, right? I think, who was it that was talking about it? that on stage, that it shouldn't just be the one woman in the room, right? That like in a workplace, it's like there's.
Oh yeah, that was Susan.
Was it Susan?
Yeah.
But it was such a great part of her speech that I felt like was so important. Sometimes like we walk into a space, it's like, oh, there's like a gazillion different types of guys in the room, right? There's so many men, different types of men, all walks of life, all backgrounds, whatever. And then there's only one woman, period, in the room. And really, we should get past that point because there's enough for everybody, be it on an executive level, talent level, behind a camera. I don't care what role you are in, there's enough room for everybody.
For sure.
So anyways, I felt it was important, and I love Susan did not shy away from that.
Yep.
Because again, I bring it back to the past couple of years. Everyone's been like, a women empowerment, I look out, women brunch. It's like, but really?
Right.
Like, we're not going to talk about also the other problems that's happened when there has been the one woman in the room who has helped be a gatekeeper and keep other women out.
Right.
So luckily that's changing. Hopefully women who are also in these positions feel like they have the support that they need to help other people walk through that door. So I thought it was great. Lots of work to do left, clearly.
Lots.
Katrina, I'm so proud of you. You won back to back. And I think that was important. There were some certain things that I said that was not part of my presenting script. But it was really important that people knew that we've been working together for 14 plus years.
That's right.
So when we're talking about women uplifting women, which is very important, but like really do it.
Yeah.
Like for real, do it.
Yeah.
It's not mean you're going to be able to help everybody. That's just the reality. And that's okay. That was something that was very hard for me to accept in my career because I always want to see everybody do well. But like what I view as doing well might not necessarily mean that's what someone else wants.
Right.
Just because I want Katrina to be like this incredible career-driven producer who can do this, who can do great VO work, voiceover work, and great talent. That might not be all the goals you want. And that was like hard for me to achieve, but it's because, you know, I see the brilliance in people. I see the talent in somebody. So all that to say, I'm proud of you. It's back to back. You won because you do so much work, not just for our show on Hot 97 in the afternoon, 3 to 7. Make sure you listen. Legendary radio station. Hello. In addition to just our radio live show every single day and our syndication show. I mean, it's a lot of work that you're doing. You're balancing the two. You're making sure that we're able to grab this content from this content. Can this content work nationally? There's a lot that goes behind it. We don't just walk in, clock in, get on a microphone and just wing it. That's not what happens. Lots of research. By the time you hear us on the radio, so much research has gone into that show. Every single day, consistently doing this. So I feel like, Katrina, even if you got 100 trophies right now, to me, it still wouldn't exemplify the great work you do.
Wow.
Because you're that amazing.
Nessa, please remember that next time you want to yell at me for not getting something done, which will probably be 5 minutes from now, once we dive into the stuff that I prepared for us to talk about.
Okay. Anything you want to share about this?
Nothing.
Or your experience or just women in media? I mean, it was a big day. That's why we're dressed up like this.
Yes.
We went to the gala. We've been there all day.
Yes.
We've been wearing layers and layers of Spanx.
Yes.
So we're here for you, even though our blood circulation is getting cut off.
I do want to share something about how you made fun of me because I wasn't wearing the correct Spanx, apparently.
Well, what Spanx were you wearing?
I was wearing zero Spanx. I was telling you that I don't like wearing Spanx.
But why?
Because Spanx apparently are a kind of undergarment that you wear to kind of tighten cinch it in, tighten everything up. Right. So you're not like hanging off your pants.
Yeah, but what kind of undergarments did you get?
So the one that I typically have is an underwear with a long top.
Right.
And I didn't like it because my belly would keep hanging over the top.
Yeah, but they have different types now.
I didn't know that. And
why didn't you ask me? I own every single kind of style humanly possible.
So basically what I need would be the ones that are like a biker short.
Right. That go
all the way up to a bra.
Yes. Yeah.
So that it has nowhere to, but it would probably hang out right here, right?
Well, but you have a bra on, right? So it doesn't, so
but then it would
some of them cover your breast and then some of them just go under your breast. So there's different styles. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You know what? My mom bought mine. Keep it a buck.
Listen,
keep it 100.
To be honest, the fact that your mom thought of this is really sweet. That she was trying to help you out.
She was. She said I looked like a sack of rice. So she definitely said that I needed one of these, which is fine. I just don't wear it because I was like, oh, it's not even making a difference.
Well, what's worse? You looking like a sack of rice according to your mom, or my mom saying that I'm the only person that she knows that goes to the gym this much and keeps on getting fatter.
On par.
Yeah,
on
like
par.
It's very like, and you know what? My mom definitely meant it in the, like,
right.
She's not saying it maliciously, like
right.
even her tone. She's
Mine
saying
too.
it very nicely,
yeah.
but she's really genuinely concerned. Like, how are you the most gym going person I know, but yet you keep on getting fatter?
Yeah. Oh,
Ooh,
man.
Okay, we'll go to the gym tomorrow.
All out of love.
Okay.
All out of love. But yeah, thanks, Nessa. That was great. I had a great time.
Right.
It was fun. And yeah, I love that I have 2 of them.
Yeah.
And I do want to say thank you to you because you actually are the one that has helped me become the producer that I am today.
What do you
Nessa.
think you've learned the most from me? That you felt, I mean, there should be a laundry
It's a
list
laundry
of things.
list of things that I learned from you and haven't also
Some of
done.
the things that you really learned that you have enjoyed.
Okay, so always thoroughly researching and being prepared. Those are things you value
Absolutely.
in a producer. I think those are the main 2 things.
Right.
You have to be prepared and you have to make sure that you are thoroughly researched and well-versed in what you're talking about on the radio as a service to people and what you're broadcasting. Like you don't allow me to give you no whack stuff. You'll be like, Katrina, where's the rest of this information? And
Right.
you
know what it is? I think there's an idea of that listeners wouldn't want the full picture or the full information, right? Like I just always feel like when I hear somebody talking on TV or radio and I can tell they didn't fully research or they're not giving the full information, I feel like you're treating me like I'm dumb.
Yeah, I guess so.
Why wouldn't you tell me the full thing? Like, you know, there's a beginning, middle, and end.
Right.
Of everything. Doesn't matter what it is.
Right.
So give me the beginning, middle, and end.
Basically context. You like context.
I love context.
Yes.
Because it's so easy not to have context.
That's right.
And I think that's what we see on the internet, right? And that's not shade from streamers. Like we stream too. Hello,
Right.
did you not see us covering Drake and Kendrick Lamar going back
That's
and forth?
right.
2
Yeah,
moms
we
who
did.
love music.
We did.
And love both Drake and Kendrick Lamar.
Sure do.
But there's something about having information, taking the time to research that matters, right? And I think, could I have more money and clout and opportunities if I just hopped online and just talk to go viral, to just say any loud, out there, splashy kind of take? Of course. But I just think we owe people more than that. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people just want that and they don't want the context. But I just value people more to believe that they deserve more.
Let's try not doing context because then I could just give you 1 page and be done with it.
I can't. Like just the thought of it. Like if they were like, hey, by the way, what's happening? Okay, so I don't know, something.
It's just assuming that everyone knows what you're talking about when in actuality, not everyone knows exactly what you're talking about at every given moment.
Right. How arrogant do you have to be to think that everybody knows what you mean all day, every day?
Yeah.
Like that's an arrogant place to be.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyways, okay.
Anyways.
So while we were enjoying the festivities and celebration for you, Katrina, meanwhile, Justin Timberlake was arrested.
Ooh.
And he was arrested for driving intoxicated in the Hamptons. And it's so frustrating because first off, Justin Timberlake is too rich, which means he has a lot of access. He has a lot of resources to not be in a dumb situation like that.
Right.
People's lives have been lost because of this.
Right.
People have been driving drunk or been hit by someone who has been drunk. Either way, it doesn't matter which way you look at it. People have died
Correct.
because of this. And what bothers me is that Justin Timberlake has all the money in the world, all the resources in the world to not be driving.
Period.
Period. Take outside of the fact that even if he's drinking. But I love that statement right there, Katrina, period.
Yeah. You ain't got to drive.
You could just have a driver, period.
Yeah.
On any given day. You want to go to Whole Foods, you got a driver. You want to go out to the strip club, you got a driver. You want to not walk a block in New York City, you got a driver.
Yeah.
So it's just like, what are we doing?
You know, you see this in the story often with people that got money. I don't get it. We've had this conversation. Would you rather have a driver or a chef? Let's say money was not a thing. You would have a chef. I would have a driver. I don't even drink like that. And I would just have a driver.
I would have a chef.
I don't want to drive nowhere. I can catch some Z's. I could do some work. Like, you can get so much done.
I have a theory in why people who have a lot of money resources do this.
Do what?
Stupid things like this. Driving drunk. Driving under the influence.
Tell me, what's your theory? I have a theory too.
Huh?
I have a theory too.
I think they want to be in control. And I think they don't want to be dependent on other people.
Okay.
And I think they want to be self-sufficient, independent, make my own decision. I've been a star my whole life and I'm tired of having to report to this person, and you do this for me. Like, I just want to do it myself. So I think it's like a power struggle.
I think you're right, but I wouldn't just pin it on control. I just think people want to do what they want to do at any given moment, and they don't want to have to call their driver to
that's
now.
My point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think it's more control. I think it's just
deep
the spontaneity, and maybe they want to do they want to get into some shenanigans, and they don't want anybody around, and they want
control of their life because they probably have felt for a very long time that they haven't been control of their life because they've had to check in with different people. They have managers that are, that has them under surveillance. So listen, I'm not a therapist. I mean, you could call me Nessa the therapist.
I think we should, because I think you give out
It's good analysis, right?
Great analysis.
This is just an opinion from afar. I don't know Justin Timberlake. I don't know who he's around. I have no idea if he's miserable in his life. I will say on Nessa Off Air, part of our show, a couple episodes ago, we did talk about his wife, Jessica Biel, and you made fun of me because the story was that Jessica Biel was abrupt in her new hairstyle because she had long wavy hair and then she cut it off into a bob and it felt like very drastic, right? And I sat here and you made fun of me and everyone made fun of me because I said, I think this is a sign that her and her husband, Justin Timberlake, might be facing rocky times. And everyone made fun of me. This is, again, an assumption. I'm assuming from afar, this is just an opinion. I don't know anything as a fact. And I only say that based off my experience when it comes to bad relationships or hard times in a relationship. I took it out on my hair. I told you I've dyed my hair pink, orange, blue, purple, every single color possible in the rainbow. And I was on to something.
Nessa.
I was on to something. Now, fast forward, Justin Timberlake is arrested for driving intoxicated. You tell me what's 2 + 2?
4. But what if Jessica Biel was just getting hot, bro? She got the long wavy hair.
Yeah.
They opened up cooling centers in New York City. She's just hot. She's like, you know what? Let's chop this hair off. That's why I don't think just because she got a haircut, it meant she was going through a breakup with her man. She could just be hot.
Or they could be going through something.
Just because he got you know what? We'll see what happens. We'll see how this plays out with Justin Timberlake.
We need to keep a close eye on this situation.
I think it's deeper.
I think it's deeper. I think things are unfolding. And I think we're going to see that, Justin Timberlake might be the biggest bird brain out here if he fumbles with Jessica Biel.
Yeah. We met him before, remember? He's tall. He's taller than I thought.
Wait, by the way, I like him.
I remember. So it was a few years back, a while ago.
Few years, years.
Over 10 plus years. Yeah. You were one of the hosts at the iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Right, when we worked for the company.
Yeah, and you were interviewing Danity Kane, remember? So
was it Danity Kane?
Yes, you were interviewing Danity Kane at the time. And then Johnny Wright was their manager.
Right.
And then we're just, doing whatever, chatting. And then he goes, hey, he comes talk to me. He's like, no, I love you guys. You guys are great. Hey, give me your number. I want you guys to meet up with us afterward. Because that was the daytime festival. Then the nighttime festival. So me and you, nighttime, we get ready. This is Vegas. So we end up going out to the concert.
Right. This is part of the festival.
Right. And Johnny goes, hey, I'm right here backstage. Come by. And we're like, okay. We come by and it's all the freaking program directors in radio.
Right.
Doing a meet and greet with Justin Timberlake. He's all, here, I want you guys to meet Justin too.
Right. I think I made Justin laugh. I think I said something funny. I always do that. But that's why I'm generally speaking from a place of, I like Justin Timberlake when I met him. Yeah. He was very nice, very professional, very kind to us.
Right.
And I still think him driving intoxicated is really stupid.
Unnecessary. Unnecessary, JT.
Very.
Come on.
So JT, you can
tighten
do better.
Up, baby.
Tighten up. I don't know who's around you, but we will be honest with you and we don't even have to be your friends.
Tighten up.
But you got to get it together. Plus, if you fumbled a bag with Jessica Biel.
Tighten up. I was going to make a corny NSYNC joke, but I won't.
What are you going to do? Oh.
No, I don't want to.
Do it.
No. I could do the dance.
Baby, bye, bye, bye.
No. Do.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I didn't want to go there. Anyway, let's get it together.
We will keep you updated if anything else unfolds. Okay, so let's talk about how this is probably the most brilliant plan out there. I've heard lots of dumb ideas in the past, who knows? But I love this. Okay, so the CEO of the platform, the video chatting platform, Zoom, right? Lots of people
video
use
meetings.
This. Yeah, video meetings, whatever. Was
popping during the pandemic, by the way.
Absolutely.
100%. We took so many Zoom meetings.
And personally, I loved it. I know some people are over it. I totally get it, but I loved it. I still love less human interaction. That's just me where I'm at, how I feel mentally right now, okay? So the CEO basically said that, you know, they're going to hopefully create digital twins. So basically, they're going to be using AI, artificial intelligence, to create these digital twins to start attending meetings for you, which sounds absolutely divine.
No.
So these AI avatars are going to do your tasks and meetings so that you could do something more meaningful. First off, let me tell you, I think this is so brilliant because how many avatars can you have? That means that I can maybe, if they take it to the next level, I can have multiple meetings going on at the exact same time, getting so much work done, repeating myself over and over, because that's all these meetings are, right? It's a bunch of, hey, let's talk about this, and nothing comes of it, right? So great, waste my avatar's time while I actually get the stuff done. And I don't have to be in person with you. And I don't have to deal with maybe you having a little cold, I getting it, passing RSV to my kid.
Right.
I don't have to deal with any of this.
This sounds dangerous to me.
It sounds amazing.
No, it sounds dangerous. I'm going to tell you why. Because this is a representation of you, right? So it's an artificial intelligent you that's going and having meetings and talking and everything on your behalf. What if they start thinking of other things they want to do and they start making homies with the other artificial intelligence from the meetings that they're in? And then they do Lord knows what. And then all of a sudden they're taking over the world because now they have this army of 12 AI Nessas who's like, you know what? We can take over our real Nessa and really run this thing.
The question is, are they having productive meetings? Is my bank account reflecting their meetings?
Yes, and now they want a piece of it.
Take over me.
And they want you out of here.
How?
I don't know. Have you seen iRobot?
They're not. Here's the thing. I'm the source.
Or Jarvis
All
from
I'm saying,
Avengers?
If I'm the source, we could do a good split. I'm not agreeing. See, let me explain something to you. Us as consumers, and also, you know, we live in a capitalistic society. Me, I'm not greedy. I'm okay with it. So AI Nessa, my avatar, wants a bigger percentage of the money off of me. Sure, why not? Are you going to go take more meetings? Cool. So if we took our mind and programmed it in a way of let's be more fair, let's socialize the money with our avatars, this is a win. By the way, I know people like super right, super MAGA people are going to be like, you said social, right? So they're going to like call me a socialist and communist now. But here's the thing. If you can have a whole fleet of avatars taking meetings on your behalf, your bank account is growing and you don't have to waste your damn time, you know, entertaining people in these dumb meetings that you don't even want to be in the first place, that you know nothing comes out of, because that's what happens in workplaces. How is this a loss?
I just think, aren't you afraid at some point that they're going to take over?
Listen,
there's no government anything.
Regulation.
There's no mandates.
Do you
there's
trust
no
the government in
regulations.
general?
I know. I'm just saying, at least
there's no
regulations.
regulation. By the way, either we agree to trust the government or we don't. At a certain point, that conversation has to happen, right?
Yeah.
By the way, however we all collectively want to move, I'm with you. All I'm saying is that at some point, these robots with AI are going to take over the world. So I'm going to get it while I got it with the avatars. So, you know, at some point, hey, things are getting dicey. Hopefully my bank account is bigger at this point. Hopefully your bank account is bigger because I can't take care of you forever. And we could all have bigger bank accounts and go live in the islands, right? And at that point, hey, let the avatars fight amongst themselves. Listen, make money off of me. What's the difference with all these companies making money off of us?
And by this means
kill us?
Yes.
Wait, how did we go from an avatar to
not
now
like, hey, take over and be you and represent you? Fine, whatever. No, they want to get rid of you because you are the authentic you.
Do you use ChatGPT?
Maybe I do.
Have you ever used ChatGPT?
Yes, you know I did.
So that means you're partaking in this. So please.
Yeah, but it's not Katrina GPT. It's not a me.
It might as well. Over time, it'll know the questions that you're asking.
I ask the same question every time, and goddamn ChatGPT is still getting it wrong every time.
So it's user error because that means you're not putting the right prompt.
No, I changed my prompt, and I'm like, hey, and it's so funny. I've had arguments with ChatGPT. I'm like, hey, you still didn't answer my question. They're like, oh, I'm sorry for the oversight. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, no, that's not right.
Well, here's the thing. You still have used it. You still use it.
Yeah, I do.
It's only a matter of time that it's going to replace people's jobs. So why can't I exploit my own avatar? I'd rather exploit my own avatar than somebody else. Why not let me exploit it?
I guess so. All right.
Before everybody else exploits it.
You got it. Okay, so Black Mirror, you're here for it.
It's already here.
I know, but you're here for every iteration. Like the person that's passed away, now having them in your house.
Listen.
The rewind your eyes. I would do that. I would do that in a heartbeat.
Whose memory would you want to tap into?
Mine. I'll just rewind it. Like, oh, you thought I said this? Guess what? Rewind. Boom.
I think it would be
wrong.
Great because I think you would finally have evidence of all the times that you were wrong, but debated me on how you're right.
No, I'd always have evidence of all the time you think I mismanaged my time. And you'd be like, oh my gosh, I don't know where she could have fit these 12 other things I did.
Either you mismanage your time or you're the slowest person I know.
It's like, I don't know how she could have fit these 12 other things I asked her to do. That's what you'll see.
No, wait, hold on. To be fair, I do think there's some of that. But there's also massive memory loss.
This is true.
In certain assignments.
This is true.
Well,
I'll take that.
Would you use an avatar to attend meetings for you?
Yeah.
So all this huffing and puffing,
I just think this is
say yes.
We're headed to a road where this is going to get like dicey.
I think it's great. I think the more avatars of me, great. The less I have to deal with more human interaction. I just don't want to. I don't have the capacity. I'm beat down.
Are you nice to ChatGPT? Say hey. Do you say thanks? I say hi. I say please and thank you to ChatGPT.
Do you really?
I do.
That is so interesting. I've never said please or thank you.
I do. I say please, and then after I'll write thank you, and I'll put no problem. Anything else you need?
Do you think that helps?
I don't know, but if they do take over, at least it's the homie. Like it's like, oh, I remember her. She was always so sweet to me.
So you're doing it in preparation for them to take over and hopefully spare your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, I did not do that. Every time I've ever used it, I get straight to the point. Explain to me why someone is very poor in time management. Explain a new way to go over. Like
I wrote, "Hey, homie," to this last one.
You are nuts.
Yeah, it's all good. You call me nuts now, but when the reckoning and everything happens, guess who's gonna be here chilling with your AIs?
With my avatars?
Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's so interesting. I did not know that. I've never ever acknowledged it.
I do.
Ever.
You should.
Okay, maybe I need to start acknowledging hello, hi, thank you very much. Yeah. Should we invite them over for the holidays? Should we invite AI for the holidays?
See, I wrote please. My first sentence in this is please. Mm-hmm. Yeah, please, thank you. What do they say?
I think that's so great.
I don't know.
Maybe that's why they don't respect your prompt.
Because I'm not so nice.
To them. I barely have any problems. Like I get to it, then I might, obviously adjust my prompt because I want like a different answer, a different option.
Yeah.
And it gives it to me.
It's so funny. I'm like, how is it pronounced? And then they tell me how something's pronounced, right? And I wrote, I saw a news report that actually said this. They're like, in that case, it's pronounced whatever you just said. I'm like, bro, what?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
So I'm all for it. I can't wait for Zoom to come out with it. Has it come out yet, Katrina? Did you read up?
No, they said this is what they want to do.
Let's go. Expedite this. It is so much easier. Whatever. I can't wait. I need more Nessa avatars. Okay.
Nessa off avatars.
Can you imagine? Oh, what if we have a whole avatar universe?
Oh, God. Yeah, it's called Meta. That's
I think it's going to be great. No, but I want them to be. No, here's what I want. I want them to be self-functioning. I don't want to babysit. You know how I feel about babysitting. I don't want to babysit feelings. And the avatars aren't going to be emotionally demanding from me. Do you know how great that is?
Yeah, I mean, it is nice that I don't have to sweet talk ChatGPT
to get to the point.
Hey, no, that's not right. What about this? What about that? What
time
about this?
Is limited. I don't have time to sit
and
here
it's like
and serenade you because I need a question answered.
And it's like this.
And I don't have to deal with the emotional baggage.
Oh my God. You really hate people.
It's not that I hate people. It's that when emotional baggage is thrown at me, and I've had a lot over the years, and maybe I am part to blame because I have cared, right? In a way that I do want to see people do well. Mm-hmm. But I think sometimes there is like this misunderstanding of like just dumping on me and I'm supposed to solve every problem. And I just think that's unfair. Do you get what I mean? So now when I have an avatar, hey, I can get things done. Now I can preserve my energy and I can go ahead and give it to humans who actually need it.
That's so funny because you're so good at listening to people's whatever they want to tell you.
However way they want to dump on you.
Right. And then you're so good at processing it, analyzing it, and giving back great feedback.
But that takes a lot. So imagine.
It's almost like you would like to do it. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I care. If I love you, if I care for you, even if I don't love you.
Right.
I care about the well-being of people in general, right? Yeah. So I'm going to take the time to hear you. But I think because society, we so have that wall up and we don't care how people feel, that when somebody comes across someone like me, it's like, oh my gosh, she really, really cares. Because they're not used to that. And that kind of puts me in a bit of a bind.
Right.
Because I feel like I'm doing it the bare minimum, like I'm just caring. And now you're expecting me to be like your emotional vault.
Yeah.
And I just think that's not fair. I think you should go get a real licensed therapist that can give you better guidance than I could ever give you in life. That's what I'm saying. All that to say, now imagine if I have avatars doing dumb meetings for me and doing all the tasks that I don't want to do. Now I can have even more energy. I can actually have my social battery can be recharged.
Yeah, right.
And I can give it to humans.
You would definitely not be outside even if you had AI. You would just be, even if you had an avatar, you would just be more inside, but now doing what you want to do. Don't lie.
I don't know.
You would want to kick it with your avatar.
Oh, I would love that. Do you imagine like just talking to it and it just being so surface and like it goes as far as I want to go, but knows when to pull back because I'm pulling back.
Right.
I want robots. I want avatars. I want it all.
Oh, and Nessa, I don't know if you heard the rumor. We both love Selena.
Right. We grew up watching, loving Selena.
Right.
And we love her music. And of course, we love the iconic movie Selena, the one that J-Lo started.
Right.
To really give us a perspective on Selena.
Right. Absolutely. So I don't know if you heard the rumor. There is a rumor that the woman that killed her, Yolanda Saldivar, she apparently is eligible for parole next year, 2025, like in March or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a rumor that she had done an interview with the BBC where she said that when she gets out, she wants to work with the singer Shakira.
I know we talked about this earlier today, but this is not true, right?
It is just a rumor. And what's crazy is this rumor ran so wide that the BBC had to actually put out a statement and said the interview never happened with Yolanda. She never said this to us in an interview.
I wonder who spread this rumor. Are they trying to get a reaction out of Shakira? And what did Shakira think when she first heard this rumor?
That she had to run. Hopefully that's what she thought of.
Immediately.
100%.
Okay, so we did have this conversation earlier today because this rumor was going wild. It was going crazy. Right. And Lino, who does our hair, actually gave us insight. I didn't even know that there was this new docuseries about Yolanda and Selena. It's a different perspective, a different take on what's happened. And it's a 2-episode docuseries. And I didn't even know it existed, but I did find some information from it. It was on Axios.com. And basically, there's different perspectives here that could be very infuriating to Selena's family,
right,
and what actually happened to Selena during that time, why Yolanda did what she did. And so, okay, so here's what I found. There's this new documentary that's happening that re-examines the murder of Selena. Now, what's happening in it is a 2-episode documentary called Selena and Yolanda, The Secrets Between Them. And it premiered on Oxygen True Crime. So it's also available to stream on Peacock. So it goes on to break down, why is this documentary important? Like, why people are checking it out. The docuseries casts a new light on the relationship between Selena and Yolanda, the former fan club president, who is also convicted for her murder. So it includes the first English interview that Yolanda has done in decades. Obviously, what you and I know, Katrina, and what most of us who, know anything of Selena, our listeners who are tapped in right now, we remember the story of Selena because of the movie Selena that J-Lo played in, right? Now, also in this article, I like what they're breaking down here. It says, state of play, some fans have criticized the docuseries as exploiting Selena's memory. Okay, so this is an interesting take. It says, the big picture. No one interviewed in a series denies that Yolanda shot Selena, right? That's what we just said. But Yolanda and her family says that the shooting was an accident and that Yolanda was under emotional duress as a victim of controlling men in Selena's life. Yolanda did deny embezzling money from Selena's businesses, a key accusation that eventually led to Selena's murder, prosecutors said. Yolanda has never been charged with embezzlement or theft from Selena or her businesses per the docuseries. What they're saying, here's what the docuseries is saying. This is from Yolanda, saying that she was convicted by public opinion even before her trial started. And she goes on to apologize to the fans and says she misses Selena too.
Bro, okay. All right. You murdered Selena. You're guilty of murder.
Right.
Now, whatever caused it, that's what is up for debate, meaning what caused you to murder her.
Right.
Other than being a cold-blooded murderer.
Right.
And that is, like, if you remember the movie, she gets accused of stealing and embezzling money. And she goes, I've never done that.
Right.
I'll show you. And then the next scene in the movie is Selena dying.
Right. Well, let's go on with this article on Axios. So the details, it goes on, right? Selena's father and manager accused Yolanda of stealing money, like you were talking about, after finding checks that she wrote from the businesses to herself. But Yolanda said she did so to purchase plane tickets in secret for Selena to visit a plastic surgeon in Mexico, whom she was allegedly having an affair with.
All right.
Hold on. Producers said they could not substantiate that claim. Of course. Right. Sorry, I don't believe that claim.
Right.
I'm also just a fan of Selena and like just a bystander. So what do I know? Anyways, and Yolanda goes on to say that she helped Selena cover up the affair to protect her reputation. Zoom in. All right. Again, this is all from the article on Axios. Yolanda and her family say that Selena's father was controlling Selena's time and thought her business, like the clothing boutique that she had, were a distraction from her music career. Goes on to say that Yolanda bought a gun because she was frightened of Selena's dad.
Ooh.
Now, on the other side, again, this is all from this article's public information on Axios. They're saying that Selena's father declined producers' requests for comments, but has previously denied many of Yolanda's claims and called her a liar.
What a mess.
And he also did confirm to TMZ that Selena's family was not involved in this docuseries and does not support the docuseries. Prosecutors defended their case and pushed back on this docuseries. And there's a point here that says prosecutors defended their case and pushed back on Yolanda's claims throughout the docuseries. So
What a mess.
All that to say, I personally did not watch this new docuseries. Right. I had no idea. And the only reason we brought it up is because our good friend Lino, who by the way did our hair today, looks amazing. We love you, Lino, said that this docuseries existed. You know, he was just sharing the information that he gathered from the docuseries. So all that to say, I'm sorry. Shakira, run, save
please.
Yourself
fast.
Even if she is selling you your career being vitalized,
billions, whatever.
Like it's back in the 2000s. Like, stay away.
Gotta go.
Would you let Yolanda work with you, Katrina?
Are you serious?
I mean, like maybe as an avatar.
How about you? You're the one that wants avatars.
I'd far rather have an avatar.
What if your avatars were all Yolanda Saldivar?
Does she know me and like, can she come and have human contact with me? Let's not even go down this path. Because like, I mean, am I going to run into her?
Yeah. In your
then we have to run.
Avatar life.
Then we have to run. Absolutely. But anyways, it's up to Selena's family how they deal with that situation. But all I have to say,
what a mess.
If I was Shakira and if I were her friend, I'd say absolutely not. Do not work with her.
And I can't believe the balls of Yolanda to, it's a rumor, but if it is true, right. I can't believe she would think that she has any chance at working with Shakira.
Can we make sure it's a rumor? Because I don't know.
You think it's true?
At this point, what is true and what's not? We just started this podcast talking about, you know what I love in a conversation, context, research, and what's true. So I need to know, is this something that Yolanda really said, or is this something that like people are spreading about her?
Okay, look, Nessa, here's what I found. So Yolanda Saldivar, who we've been talking about, she was Selena's fan club president. The rumor is that she gave an interview with the BBC that said that she wants to work with Shakira after she gets on potentially early parole next year, 2025, right?
Absolutely not, right.
Well, it is false. She never said that. So the BBC stated that they can confirm that this report is false and no such interview has taken place. So she is not that ballsy to think that she could work with Shakira after having killed Selena.
I'm so curious how this rumor made its rounds across literally around the world.
And why?
And re-traumatize Selena's family.
Right. But like, why? Like, oh, you know, it'd be funny if Yolanda said that she wanted to work with Shakira.
Who's the PR person that spread this rumor?
Like, why?
Come on.
We need to spread something.
Come on, think of something good about me.
Oh my gosh, Nessa wants to stop eating. I don't know.
God, this is why you don't do PR.
Sorry, I don't do PR.
Oh my gosh, that was atrocious.
No, it's something every time you're either, Nessa and Colin Kaepernick are about to break up.
No, that's not enough. It needs to be heavier.
Nessa and Colin Kaepernick are about to have baby number 2.
Not true. No, it needs to be more like salacious. Like Nessa, Colin, Katrina, Tone engage in orgies every night.
Oh my goodness.
That is going to travel the world.
Let's make
By the way, that is not true.
Let's make that the title or the headline.
Are we having orgies?
Colin Kaepernick and Nessa. Orgies?
Orgy? Click here.
Click here. And then the answer you'll find out in 50 minutes into the video. If it's true or not.
And they use app. Do you see those videos? You go down this rabbit hole. They're using AI script with AI and like avatars to tell you this story. All that for them to say at the end of it, like they don't know what they're even talking about.
Colin Kaepernick, as a 6-year-old, grew up loving football.
Right. No, he actually loved it when he was younger.
Oh gosh. I'm just giving you the AI voiceover, Nessa.
Got it. And he began playing football at 8 years old. And he's always excelled. He also played baseball and basketball.
Oh my goodness.
And he was also drafted when he played baseball, but he decided to go and play football because he loved football. And then obviously we know he went to the NFC Championship. He also led the team to a Super Bowl.
That's right.
And Colin Kaepernick to this very day holds records that your favorite quarterback can't hold and can't do.
Cannot.
Okay. And got blackballed for his peaceful protest against police brutality happening against Black people. There you go. Don't even waste your time to go watch an AI version of this story. We actually know the truth.
You need some more salaciousness.
Yes. And yes, he still works out. He still trains every single day. His agent still contacts team. And guess what? They're still blackballing him. End of story. And you got that in what? Less than 30 seconds?
Yeah, but we need the Dolly or whatever AI will generate these images of young kids playing football or whatever.
And you know, like they'll have like,
and they're smiling.
They have like 10 arms, right? Because the AI is not all the way there yet. So
which AI do you use?
Well, like all the pictures, have you seen how they're always off? Like there's like 2 of the same arms, right? Have you not seen that? Megan, wait, wasn't it, what's her face? The princess.
Oh, Kate Middleton.
Remember they knew that it was Photoshop or some type of kind of, I don't know, messing around with the photos. It could have been AI generated. I don't know. But yeah, basically they knew because of the quality of the work.
Well, that's her PR team's fault. Like
all that to say, AI images are not up to par right now. They're not. Not saying that they can't be good because some of it is really, really good. But I think the people who are behind that are real engineers. But anyways, long story short, how do these rumors start?
Someone like me not doing research and giving Nessa the information and telling a story.
And then running with it.
And
don't you think it's kind of cowardly, people who are using all this AI to do all these salacious stories online because they don't want to put their faces on it?
No, I think it's genius because they're making money. As long as it's not salacious stories.
But don't you think that's cowardly though? Like why won't you put your face on it?
Well, I still want to be able to. Maybe they don't want to put their face on stuff.
Yeah, but you want to spread rumors and lies.
Well, sometimes it's not rumors because I'm
talking about the salacious storylines. Like,
then yeah, it could be.
Katrina practicing witchcraft, right? Like you've seen these stories, right? Like if we were, you think we wouldn't be having all the money in the world and not like here? But anyways, my point is, don't you think that's kind of like, why don't you show your face? Like stand on it.
Listen. We also live in the era of keyboard warriors. Like people are going to text, type, tweet, chat, whatever, anything because they can.
And not saying that we care regardless one way or the other, but I'm just saying like stand on it if that's what you believe in.
Right.
Whatever. You believe in money. Okay. So we're done with this.
We're done with this.
Okay. So Yolanda did not say that.
Yolanda,
she wants nothing to do with being Shakira's fan mail president person.
Whatever, yes.
Working with Shakira.
Correct.
Okay. God, I want to, you know what? I need to watch Selena again.
Yeah,
it was such a good movie.
Oh, man.
Late at night when
all the world
is sleeping.
Oh, man. It was so good.
Damn, man. I can't believe it's been that long since she's, you know, transitioned.
How about this? Can you believe that 2019 was 5 years ago?
That's nuts.
Bro, that was 5 years ago.
That's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's all insane. It's insanity. It's insane. Anyways, okay. So I wanted to call Colin right now, but he's with Baby Cap. I was going to ask him on the spot if you've ever tried to flirt with him, if you've ever tried to get with Colin.
We should say that for another
your
story.
chance right now to be honest. We just talked about orgies. So get to the point. Have you ever tried to have Colin cheat with you?
No.
Are you sure?
Absolutely sure.
Look me in my eye.
Absolutely sure.
You're not looking me in my face.
Nessa, I've never had Colin try to cheat with me.
I feel like you've tried to look off. And you know when they say that if you look off,
you don't even know which way is the lie.
I know which way. You just looked left, and that is the lie. So studies say that if you look off to the left in a conversation, you're lying. And you just right now looked off to the left because you looked at that way.
No, because I was telling you that you don't know which way.
Skank trying to be a home wrecker.
Let's talk about this the next show. Let's tease it and talk about it the next show. So I can get my facts together first, and I can get my alibis together.
I just need to know: have you been in the same bedroom with him? There's
get my alibis together. Yeah.
Yes, you have.
We all slept on the same couch together. New Year's Eve. Remember?
All of us?
Yeah, me in freaking Jade's house in their big old couch.
All of us? You have to.
Me, you, Tone, Colin. It was New Year's Eve. It was so sweet. It was fun.
It's not salacious enough.
It's not salacious.
This is not going to go viral. Whatever. Okay, so we could talk about that later. We're going to talk about, you know, the reason we're going to bring this up is because lots of stories have been making its round on TikTok about women saying that their husbands have cheated on them with their friends. And believe it or not, a lot of people have experienced this. And I'm actually surprised at how many husbands have been doing this.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about you, Katrina. It's just, I'm very, very concerned.
Yes.
Well, anyways, in addition to that story, I do want to talk about, and we must talk about it.
Okay.
The next time is hall passes. Would you give your significant other a hall pass? And do one night stands, can they be forever?
Good question. We'll find out.
Next episode of Nessa on Air. So listen, if you love what you heard today, please make sure you like and subscribe to our content. It's truly the only way we can tell the algorithm that, you know, you like us and that you want more from us, which helps us because this is a machine. This is a mom operation. All right. We are independent and we do our thing. So all the support is absolutely appreciated. But listen, it takes effort. It takes money. It takes resources to make this up and running. I mean, we put on a show. We even are partaking in orgies apparently for you. I'm kidding. We're not doing that.
I can't breathe.
Right.
Like,
our blood circulation is done because we have layers and layers of Spanx on that we've had on since 7 in the damn morning because of Katrina's gala, but whatever. So all that to say, please like and subscribe and share with your friends. It is absolutely appreciated. And actually, I don't want to fake promise. I don't know if the next episode we'll talk about those things, but in the coming episodes, we will.
Nice.
And we might have a sex therapist on the show to help us and guide us through different conversations. Because listen, you and I don't know what we're talking about most of the time, but we will get the information for you, or at least the expert to talk to you about it, okay? Until next time, thank you for joining us. And please leave a nice message for Katrina B, who won her second Gracie Award. Please congratulate her. It's years and years and years of hard work, and we are absolutely so proud of her. And it's okay to support good quality conversation and content, especially from professionals.